Hey, Tyler here. Today I want to go over a scene from one of my favorite TV shows, Better Things. There are so many things I want to talk about today, so make sure you watch until the end because we're going to go a little deeper today so you can improve your spoken English. So let's watch the scene first and then we'll go over everything.
Hello? Hi, Miss Jacobs. Yes. I'm sorry. Duke had her homework, but I forgot it in my van. I took her to the dentist today. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Yes. I know. Amanda, will you give me a break? I have 3 of them, and you know I work. No. No, he doesn't help. They haven't seen him in like a month. I didn't say that was your problem. I. Okay. All right. Amanda? And I'm so sorry. Thank you. Whew.
Well, this was the scene. Now let's go over sentence by sentence so we can understand everything.
I'm sorry. Duke had her homework, but I forgot it in my van.
Did you see how she connected had and her? She eliminated the H sound in her. Usually, if we're connecting a word that ends in a consonant sound with him, her, his, we can drop the H sound. If you want to say the H sound, it's okay, but you don't have to. Use this thing I'm about to tell you as a rule so it can guide you a little bit. If we're emphasizing the word, we usually pronounce the whole thing. But if we're not, we usually drop some sounds. Remember that I'm here to give you more options, not to limit you or make you more concerned about how you speak. I'm here to make you feel more comfortable using the language. The other thing I want you to pay attention here is how she connected but I and forgot it in. What she did here is she used a flap T sound to connect the words. And in case you don't know, a flap T sound is that T sound we hear in water and butter. It's when the T kinda sounds like a D sound. It can also be called a fast D or tap T, since you quickly tap the tip of the tongue on the gum ridge when pronouncing it. It happens when T comes in between two vowels. And in case you're not sure what vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, U. It can happen in the same word, for example, in water, or in separate words, for example, get up. Let's check the next scene now.
I took her to the dentist today.
Did you hear how she pronounced the T sound in this word here? No? Let's hear it one more time, but now pay attention to this word here.
I took her to the dentist today.
No? Still? That's because she dropped the T sound. T after N is usually silent in American English. You can still pronounce it, and obviously, people will understand you. We're not that stupid, but it's very common to drop the T sound. That's why instead of saying internet, we usually say internet. This happens in a lot of words. For example, interview, international, 20, center, disappointing, accountable, advantageous, plenty, etc. So keep that in mind next time you don't hear the T sound being pronounced in words like these.
Yes. I know. Amanda, will you give me a break?
I want to talk a little bit about the expression give me a break. We have two main ways to use this. One, we use give me a break to tell someone to stop bothering us or treating us unfairly or in a way we don't like. For example, oh my god, you still haven't finished your homework? Give me a break. I only started 10 minutes ago. 2, We use give me a break to say that we do not believe in something or that we're disgusted by something someone said or done. For example, he says he went to Harvard. Ah, come on, give me a break. I doubt he even graduated from high school. The second thing I want you to pay attention here is how she goes up at the end of the question. She didn't say, will you give me a break? She said, will you give me a break? But remember that we don't go up in every type of question. We usually go up when we have a yes or no question. For example, did you like the movie? Yes. No. So, a good way for you to know if you should go up or down is to know if the question can be answered with yes or no. If you can answer with yes or no, you can go up in intonation. If not, then you can go down in intonation.
I have 3 of them, and you know I work.
I want to talk a little bit about the T sound and the TH sound here. Sometimes I see people pronouncing the TH sound as a T sound, and sometimes pronouncing the TH sound as an S sound. That's when we hear think as sink, thank as tank, 3 as tree. And sometimes that can cause some issues in communication. So to fix this issue, all you have to do is change the position of your tongue by moving forward a little bit to touch your teeth. But remember that you shouldn't press it too hard because we have to make sure that there's a little flow of air between your tongue and your teeth. So if you press it too hard, no air can come out and then it will be impossible to pronounce that. So just put your hand in front of your mouth to make sure that there's air coming out as you pronounce this sound. Another interesting sound happens when the letter T is followed by an R sound. The T changes and becomes an almost CH sound. To create this sound correctly, say ch as in chair, chuck, chain, but just make sure the tip of the tongue is a bit more tense when it touches the gum ridge and focus on creating a stop of air. For example, travel, true, train, trouble, etc. Now, let's talk about these 2 words coming together. Of them. I have mentioned before that when you're connecting a word that ends in a consonant with him, his, her, you can eliminate the H sound. The same thing happens with them. But here, you can eliminate the TH sound. So when you connect of them, you can pronounce it like this, or you can eliminate the TH sound and pronounce it as of them, as in 3 of them. Other examples would be call him, tell him. And if you're thinking,
does tell them sound exactly like tell him when we connect these words?
yes, it sounds the same. We're gonna know which one we're talking about based on the context. For example, we have to call our friends. Yes, let's call him now. You're not gonna think that I'm saying call him here because I'm talking about my friends, plural. So context will show us which word we're saying. So if you pay attention to these 2 scenes here, you'll notice that in the first one she uses them, and in the second one she uses him. But she pronounces both as But based on the context, we know if she's saying them or him.
I didn't say that was your problem.
I like this connection here because we have 2 ways to connect a word that ends in a Z sound, and the next word begins with the letter Y. Some people connect with the Z sound, for example, I didn't say that was your problem. And some people connect with a J sound, the same sound we use in the word measure. For example, I didn't say that was your problem. Was your problem. So you're gonna hear both, and they're both okay. There isn't one that's better than the other. And pretty much the same thing happens with words that end in an S sound. Some people connect with the S sound, for example, bless you, and some people connect with an SH sound. So instead of saying bless you, they would say bless you. Again, both ways are okay. By the way, if you really want to go deep and learn every little thing about English, make sure to join my closed community. I'll leave the link down below so you can check it. Thank you, and I'll see you next video.